this is one of the funniest ways that God has asked me to start a word off in a long time. And I appreciate it. So I'm not feeling well. So if you are someone that grew up in the clubs, or you are currently living and about that life, or you just are someone that did this in your youth. I never went to them. I'm not a fan. I was more of a bar scene kid. And I just never understood the club because it looked like somebody's going to catch something. Like you could catch these hands. You could have caught something. You could have caught something. You could have got a cold. You could have got something the doctor had to look at in many ways. In many, many ways. But I digress. So the Lord was talking to me today about that song, and he's like, I did come to the spot like 11 times. First it was funny, and then it was the cadence of the secret place, the altar salah, like, God, I didn't come to this spot like 11 times. Like, here we are again, me and you and me. And I don't see anything changing, and it feels like it's getting worse and worse and worse, and everything that I'm asking you for feels like it's getting further and further and further away. There comes a space in every fast and every prayer journey and every journey and every study that is stepping on your toes when you're studying the Bible, and every situation that is turning you every which way but loose. And you've made God a promise that you're going to keep coming back and coming back and coming back. Just like Jacob when he stole the birthright from Esau, and he has met with an unknown man on the way back, which ended up being God. And he wrestles him until he gets the blessing. But Jacob walks with a limp for the rest of his life. But they also changed his name to Israel. Well, that's a story in itself. But Jacob had been running 11 times, and you have been sitting in the secret place 11 times, and all of that is tiring. You can be worldly tired, you can be 11 times secret place tired, and they're very different tireds. Because freedom is obedience, and obedience is freedom, and somebody don't hear me. So when I was young, I was very rebellious. And I didn't want anyone to love me. I didn't want to love nobody. I wanted to do it my own way. I didn't care about myself. And I thought that all of these things would keep me in this beautiful, rebellious freedom bubble. But it's like a dog at the end of a chain. When you finally let it go and it don't know it's in a barbed wire fence, it thinks it's so free until it's running and closing its eyes, and so excited about it, and runs right into all that barbed wire. And then it's more hurt than it was when it was on the chain. This is freedom and obedience, is that the Lord will set you on a rock. It'll be beautiful. The Lord will set you in a wood. It'll be lovely. The Lord will set you in a valley, and you might not understand, but He'll send manna. The Lord will set you on a mountaintop, and it's free, but it's obedient, so it's safe. It's not confined. It's free in obedience. And maybe you're ready to give up on praying, on fasting, on the journey, on the study, on those people, on those friends. But they're people that God has called you to. And this won't be for everybody because this is selective. But you'll know if it's you, if you're that person that's like, I've been here so many times and I'm going to keep coming back. I'm tired though, but I'm going to keep coming back. And the only people that will know that you actually do stay in the secret place is you and God and those that live in your house, your children, your spouse. And those people truly, genuinely know the character of your heart. Now, over the years, the Lord has done so many beautiful things with our family ministry to the point it went from a family ministry to a worldwide ministry, which still blows all of our minds. Like a friend told me today, we were having a conversation about so many things. She was like, it would have been so easy for Noah to just decide that that boat was firewood, to chop it all up, and everybody would have understood because it made sense. shoe shop. But the only people who truly know your heart and character, it ain't the praises of people around you. It ain't the praises of all the things you do in the community. It's not the praises of the highest up high steps. It's the people who know you on a heart level. It's the people who expect from you. It's the people who must see you all the time and see all of the flaws that you have and love you anyway and know the truth of your character. So even though we get so many messages to the point I can't even read all of them, that people are so grateful for this ministry, or they loved this or they loved that, and I appreciate that so much. But all of that is praise from outside. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that like that does not in any way reflect me quite like what my children say about me. What God says about me. What those who know me best in the little circle. I'm not talking about a work circle. I'm talking about in the space where you are going to say what you're going to say. And one of my proudest moments is that I know that my children can say that I am the same here and there and here and here all of the time. And when you are in that kind of secret place, I'm not saying that in a way to like make myself look good. I don't, because there was a time when I was running all over the place trying to fix everything. And I was trying to be everything to everybody, like Paul said, but in that way where it was unfeasible. So that wasn't always true. I was exhausted at home and go, and exhausted at home and go, and for God. When it should have been getting all the go there, and then if I had any exhaustion, it should have been there. But there's this space of the 50-11th time. You never know when that 50-12th time might come. And like my friend also noted, this is the time that it would make the most sense not to give up. Because this is the only time that only God could get the glory. And when you're somebody that loves God and loves people, people just assume that good things happen to you because you're a good person. When really a lot of times good things happen to you because you've been here 50-11 times, just sitting here, just waiting. And they don't know what it cost to carry that oil, and they don't know how heavy the cross was to bear. They don't know how heavy the crown was that they think is so lovely that you might want to just go because it's just so much. So the message to you today is continue to be obedient. Be free in your obedience and don't give up when, what's that poem, God? Stick to the fight when your heart is hit. It's when things seem worse that you mustn't quit. And it might just be those people closest to you that see you pray in that 50-11th time. Or even the people outside of that space. And they might get into the habit of coming to the secret place too. And that might be a byproduct of your obedience. You never know.